and welcome to Part 44 of my report on the McCarrick Report by Patrick Parson. We continue Chapter 13 of the McCarrick Report, Chapter 13 being titled Nuncio Montalvo's Investigation of Allegations against McCarrick, May to June 2000. We last heard from Bishops Hughes and Smith, with Hughes stating he has no direct factual information concerning any moral weakness shown by Archbishop McCarrick, and Bishop Smith essentially being part of McCarrick's cheerleader squad, the only thing missing being the pom-poms. Well, the report doesn't mention them anyway. So his research completed, on June 21st, 2000, Nuncio Montalvo responded to substitute Archbishop E that accusations of a moral nature raised against His Excellency Msgr Theodore E. McCarrick, Archbishop of Newark, were without foundation. We have seen the response by the four bishops. 1. Bishop McHugh never witnessed improper behavior on the part of McCarrick, although at times his familiarity was imprudent. 2. Bishop Breen heard rumors about McCarrick, but had no way of knowing if they were true. 3. Bishop Hughes had no direct factual information concerning any moral weakness shown by Archbishop McCarrick, but believed his reputation in the diocese was generally good. And 4, finally, Bishop Smith not only never heard anyone make an unsubstantiated accusation of immoral behavior against Archbishop McCarrick, he considered McCarrick one of the truly great men in the Church of the United States. Montalvo viewed the evidence regarding sexual misconduct as, quote, uncertain, unquote, and noted that no informant provided direct information and direct, unambiguous proof of sexual misconduct was not provided. Although men had spent the night in the rectory with McCarrick, Bishop Smith had stated they never showed signs of illness, sadness, confusion, anger, etc., that could be associated with illicit behavior. The anonymous letters, although not entirely irrelevant, were not reliable. Montalvo concluded, in other words, according to the information at hand, the accusations against the prelate are neither definitively proven nor completely groundless. In reaching his conclusions, Montalvo based his conclusions on the premise that information provided by Bishop Hughes and Bishop McHugh were the most reliable due to their, quote, impartiality and consistency, unquote, noting that Hughes in particular had articulated a prudent and comprehensive position in his letter. Montalvo also concluded that, and I quote, it would be imprudent to consider Archbishop McCarrick for more important responsibilities in the Church, unquote. Now, despite this outlook, McCarrick was still receiving endorsements from members of the hierarchy, and some of them rather weighty members. But we will get to that in our next segment when we start Chapter 14 of the McCarrick Report. Right now, though, let's look briefly over what we have covered. I started this report on the McCarrick report because I found the conclusion of the report and analysis of the report by other sources inadequate. It appeared that the only way I could satisfy myself of what was inside the report was to go through it completely myself, and that is just what we have been doing. So today in segment 44, we have completed page 162 of the McCarrick report, which means we still have 287 pages of the report left. We're not even halfway there yet. And we are finding individuals accusing McCarrick of sexually abusing them, but no one in the church seems to want to take these accusations seriously. When they are acted upon, it is not for the protection of victims or to stop a predator from sinning or from hurting someone, but rather to protect the reputation of the church. I agree the reputation is important, but that is not what I view as the imminent priority. What would make a bishop think otherwise? Of course, one day everyone's imminent priority will be making ourselves right with God and saving ourselves from eternal perdition. And we can start preparing for that by praying the Fatima prayer. O my Jesus, forgive us our sins, save us from the fires of hell, and lead all souls to heaven, especially those in most need of thy mercy.